Welcome back to Drew Pearson Live. Now it's time for the Dallas Movie Minute with our good friend Paul Salfen. And Paul, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Tell us about the movie that you're critiquing now, The Lazarus Effect.
Yeah, this one's a scary movie. It's a thriller about a group of medical students who discover a way to bring dead patients back to life.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that. Maybe there's hope for me.
Yeah. Well, we were lucky enough to have the star Olivia Wilde beam in from London, and you might remember from Rush or House and B or Tron Legacy. She's beautiful,
Superstar.
very, very fun. And we're happy to have her on the show with us.
Absolutely. Let's check it out.
Okay.
I love you.
Oh.
Let's make some history.
In 3, 2, 1.
Zoe? Zoe? No pulse. She's been electrocuted.
You're talking to bringing someone back from the dead. This isn't some lab experiment. This is crossing a line. This is a human being.
Well, congratulations on the film. The Lazarus Effect looks really cool. So it's about a bunch of scientists who invent a serum that brings people back to life. That's an interesting concept. I gotta know, are the scariest things those that seem to be believable?
That's how I feel. I think that, you know, we're all a little creeped out by what is possible. You know, ostensibly it's possible that, you know, medical professionals could be creating something that they don't fully understand. We've seen medical technology evolve at such a rate over the past 100 years that we don't know where we're headed. And I've always been fascinated by that, by what's happening in the military in terms of their technological evolution, especially in terms of the medical profession. So I'm totally convinced that The Lazarus Effect is a realistic film. Now, I'm not convinced that you know, everything would be so bad once I came back from the dead. I hope that I would not be stuck in such a terrible place. But unfortunately for my character, she's stuck in this hellish loop. And you know, it's fascinating storytelling. It's just really gripping and scary and bizarre.
So what is it that scares you?
I'm scared by real life things. I'm scared by, you know, people going insane. I think that we trust each other with our lives on a day-to-day basis, whether we're driving in cars or whether we're, you know, working alongside people. I think there's an enormous promise we make to each other to not go insane and to not kill each other. And I think I'm much more scared of people, you know, breaching that contract than mystical elements. You know, I'm not really scared of ghosts, I'm scared of people.
So I gotta know, so what are some of your favorite scary movies?
I really like The Shining. The Shining is probably my favorite scary film. And then, you know, I really was terrified by The Ring. I think The Ring, both the original version and the American version, really freaked me out. And I think it's films that have an iconic image or some moment that we just can't get rid of in our minds that haunts us. And I think both The Shining and The Ring have those moments. And I think The Lazarus Effect does as well. And that's all because of our great director, David Gelb, who made Jiro Dreams of Sushi. And I thought, if this guy can make sushi interesting, I think he could probably tell a good story.
Now, we always ask people, what is the moment in your life or your career that you just had to go for it and it worked out for you?
I mean, I think just starting my career, every actor had to, you know, sacrifice every safety net in their lives in order to commit themselves to acting and to try this crazy profession. So I feel like, you know, choosing to completely throw myself into this world when I was a teenager, 18, and just really, you know, work hard, that was a big risk, and I'm very grateful that it's panned out so far. We'll see. I do feel like, you know, every job is a Hail Mary. You just go for it.
But now horror movies are best usually seen with an audience. Is that the best reason to go see this on the big screen this weekend?
Yes. It's so fun to see it with a big audience. I mean, you want that shock factor, that jump, that communal terror. I think it's so much fun. I mean, I think seeing movies in a theater is always better, but particularly for thrillers and horror films. And this one is going to also look really beautiful, and it's very freaky. And it's the kind of movie I would like to go see with a big group of friends. Good.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me
Yes.
today, Olivia.
Thank you.
Wow, that's an interesting movie, man. I can't wait to check that out.
Yeah,
And what a
absolutely.
great interview to score Olivia Wilde. Man,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Good
and you know,
stuff.
she said Hail Mary in there.
Yeah, I know. That was so cool, man. I got to cut that out and put it on my resume.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, this is going to be one that people are going to want to see in the theaters. It's fun, it's scary, and it's great to just go in a group and have people jump and spill their popcorn a little bit. And, of course, we always recommend that people go see this at Cinemark. And if you go to the Dallas Movie Minute Facebook page, you can ask some of the questions coming up. We're going to South by Southwest. We're going to talk to some of the biggest stars there. We're going to talk to probably Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell for Get Hard, and who knows who else.
Wow.
So just send us your questions, and we will get right to it and send you some movie passes.
Where can they
What's
send
better
those
than that?
questions?
To the Dallas Movie Minute Facebook page.
All right, there you go. And you can see the Lazarus Effect in theaters now, so go there and check it out. Up next, I'm sitting down with the lovely Dr. G, and she's here to talk about taking care of your body. So stay
Drew
tuned.
Pearson Live is brought to you by Whataburger. The chicken strip Monterey Melt is a brand new spin on legendary flavors. Get it while you can at Whataburger.